Hi, welcome to Valley Prep Tutoring. People often get confused the difference between plugging in method and plugging in the answer, or Pita method. The basic difference is you will use the plugging in the answer method when the answer choices are real numbers, for instance 3 or 7 or 15, and they're always going to go in ascending order also from smallest to greatest. And they're answers that you can put into the word problem and it's going to give you all the information you need. Now the plugging in method is a little bit different. That's when the answer choices are not real numbers, but instead they have variables themselves. For instance, one of the answer choices might be 2x plus y, or another one might be 3y minus 4. When you have that, it's not going to be like you can just take one and immediately plug it into the word problem as is. So you have to do something slightly different with it. And here's the key difference. With plugging in the answer, the one that's Pita, that's when we go straight to answer choice C. We're going to look at the middle answer choice, and we're going to immediately take it, put it into the word problem, and see what answer we get. If it's perfect, we leave it alone. If the answer was too low, we're probably going to look at D or E, which are going to be higher answer choices to start off with. And if it's too high, we're probably going to be looking at A or B, depending on the specifics of the word problem. That's the Pita, or plugging in the answer method. Plugging in method, if we get answer choices that sound like 2x plus y, what we're going to do is we're going to make up our own numbers to put into the word problem for what x can equal and what y can equal, or whatever variables there are. And we're going to do really simple values that are going to be easy to work with. Then we're going to come up with a target number. We're going to put 2 circles around it to make it like a bullseye. That's our target answer that we're trying to hit, because we know that when you put in some numbers into the word problem, the ones we chose, you do get this answer. Then what we're going to do is look at the 5 answer choices. We're not going to start with C. That's the Pita method when you have actual numbers. Instead, we're going to look at which ones seem most plausible. And we're going to consider things like, do any stand out, or any different than the rest in some ways? Or are 2 of them very similar, but with one small difference, which might clue us in that the test takers were trying to trick us, and one of them actually is the right answer, and the other one is a trick answer that's just really close to it. But whatever strategies you use to figure out which answers makes the most sense, you're just going to jump in with the answer that looks the most right, that seems the most right, and then you're going to take the values you already came up with the variables, for instance, x or y, and you're going to plug them into that answer, and you're going to see if you got your target answer that's in the bullseye that you were looking for. And if you keep those in mind, you're going to be able to handle any algebraic equation with no problem at all.